Listening to What's Hot on NCCU AudioNet.
It is What's Hot with Shemai Cook. I'm Shemai Cook. Got my guest co-host Sydney Johnson in the building. How you doing, Sydney?
Doing well.
Good. Then we got a special guest in the building. She's an NCCU student and rapper extraordinaire. She got some new music out, and she's here to talk about it. She recently performed at the NCCU Hip Hop and R&B concert. It's Zayla Smith, everybody. How you doing, Zayla?
I'm doing good.
Good. Just speak into the mic. I'm sorry. She just literally walked in 2 seconds ago. We're here. But how you doing? Thank you for coming on the show.
I'm good, and I'm excited to be here.
Good. Just talk about what you do. First of all, talk about what made you want to get into rap. Let's talk about that.
Okay, I will say, one day I was just bored. I had a lot of anger built up, and I was like, I'm gonna make a song. So I made the song. I let my family hear it. It was like, this is good. So when I came to school, I started letting people listen to it.
Okay.
And it was like, Zayla, you got some potential. You might need to start putting this out. I'm like, no, y'all, I got anxiety. I don't want to do this at all. And it was like, no, Zayla, you got to do it. So fast forward this year, fall semester.
Okay.
When they did the auditions, people was calling. They was like, Zayla, you got to do it. My friend Love was like, I don't put the word in. You got to send your stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So probably an hour before the deadline, I submitted my video. And I went to the auditions. And I walked in there, they're like, you wrote this? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. And it was like, okay, what make you stand out? I was like, I don't look like how I rap.
Yeah.
So when I was telling people I make music, they was like, you singing? No. And I would let them listen to my stuff. They're like, girl, you got some potential. Go ahead. So when I did the homecoming thing, it kind of made me realize I could do this. I really could. I like the attention. I had
you like the attention?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I was like, I like to perform, so here we are.
So talk about that process. Preparing for that performance. You don't want to mess up because that's your first performance. You don't want to butcher that.
Yes,
and it was front of the whole campus basically.
Yeah.
And then you are backstage is Rob 49, Money Long.
Yep.
And you got to meet them, right?
Yeah, I did.
So how was that process? How was that process?
I will say when I was backstage, I was very nervous. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to do this.
You
was like, Zayla, you here now? I was like, all right. So really, it was just kind of calming myself down, and not to mention I had a sinus infection.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get up here, I'm gonna be like, but I did good. So I'm back there drinking medicine balls.
Okay.
I'm back there drinking water, and I was just trying to mentally prepare myself. And when I met Rob, he was cool. I about fell on Rob. I was embarrassed, but it was pretty cool meeting him. And Money Long was sweet. I didn't really get to interact with her much.
Okay.
But Rob, I got a picture with Rob.
She's very skinny in person.
She is, but
Yeah.
I think she's very pretty.
Very pretty.
And I love her music.
Yes.
So,
You got any questions?
yeah.
I just have a comment.
Go ahead.
I follow you on TikTok, and I heard your song the other day, and I was like, this is fire.
Yes.
And I thought it was a trending sound. I was like, who used this sound? Let me use it, because that's bomb.
Thank you, girl. Yeah, I worked. That song it actually took a lot. When we got in the studio, we was in there overtime. I had only
Really?
booked an hour, and I was like, oh,
So
man.
how much does it usually cost for this studio time and writing and the mixing the music and all that jazz? How much time and money does that take?
With songs, with Susie, it probably took me a couple of days to write that. Maybe, I think 2 days exact, I wrote Susie.
Okay.
My other songs, it really depends. I'm getting a little faster, but
Gotcha.
I have my days where I'm like, I'm done with this. We'll come back to it whenever.
Gotcha.
But Susie, I wrote that pretty fast.
Yeah, and then I feel like some of these songs, especially in Susie, listening to it, you're trying to throw shots at people. Who you trying to throw shots at?
I will say, okay, a lot of people be like, Zayla, you're so loving. Why don't they like you? Growing up in middle school and high school, I went through some stuff, and it was like
Trauma.
Yeah.
Okay, so the music is your therapy, basically.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's like I don't want no beef with nobody, but I do want to say my piece. So
okay, fair.
I'm gonna put it in music.
Fair.
I ain't gonna name drop or nothing. If you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, just I got out what I wanted to put out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, the songs I write them pretty 1 to 2 days. The studio time, I do the premium studio, so it's $50 an hour.
Okay.
And that's including mixing, so it's really not too expensive.
Yeah. What's some rap people, female rappers or rappers in general that you look up to that you try to emulate their success?
That's so crazy you asked me that, because I said if I ever got asked this, I was going to avoid this, but I ain't famous enough to avoid it. So I'm going to answer. Of course, I'm going to say Nicki, because, I feel like every little girl grew up listening to Nicki Minaj music.
In our generation.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Who else? I like Flo Milli, because she's different. And Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay. That's fair.
Just to name a few.
That's just to name a few. That's good. What about the guy rappers? Male rappers. You don't have any, or?
I don't really listen to a lot of male rap.
Okay.
Like I Shazam a song while I'm in somebody's car every now and then, but I don't just be like, yo, turn on that. I don't know, Lil Baby. Like.
Okay. Understood. When it comes to networking and the process of being an artist, how is that process going? While being a college student.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot to balance. With me having anxiety too, I feel like it's kind of harder for me. But I will say, I got some friends at A&T that's like in the Hot 10 music group, so I kind of like talk to them, and I'm like, what do y'all do? Like, should I do the Hot 10 music group, or should I just build my platform more before I join onto like another organization?
Gotcha.
But I feel like it's not too hard, because everybody knows somebody.
Yeah,
so, like,
true.
I just
Very
tell people
true.
I make music. They're like, oh, okay, you need to connect with this, and that. And I feel like with us having social media, it's really easy nowadays.
What does your writing process look like? Before you get into the store, you gotta write something. What does your writing process look like before you go into the booth?
So mostly I try to have the whole song done before I get in there.
Okay.
Ad libs and stuff, that's really like when I get in the studio.
Okay.
Which on Susie is no ad libs. But I have another song that's gonna be on the EP. I did ad libs for the first time, and it's kind of like you just listen to the song, and whatever you pop up with, just put it on there
in the moment.
And if you don't like it, you could take it off. So
got you.
It's not too hard.
What's your major?
I just changed it to social work. I was biomedical sciences.
Yes.
That was really hard. And I feel like that played a major role on like my music and stuff, because it was like my education come first.
Yes, absolutely.
Until I start making money from the music, school is my only focus.
So is this a back burner to your you being a social worker, or what do you want to do with that career first?
I'm not sure. I could anything where I can work with people. I'm good with people.
Okay.
In a way.
That's strange that you got anxiety.
I know, but it's like one-on-one. Like with us just in here, how it's flowing, that's easy for me now. A big group of people, like,
so that's why you were nervous when you went to the concert.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so you want to be, I could see you probably be like a guidance counselor or something like that. You're very calm, got the patience for it.
And I'm good with kids,
yes,
too.
Yes.
Really good with kids.
That's good. Good for you. Oh, you want to play a song right now?
Yeah, we can play a little bit to it.
We're going to play, first of all, thank you so much for coming on the show. Zayla, you can, where everybody can find your information and all that jazz.
I'm on Instagram at _ Zayla with 2 A's on the end, ZAYLAA. That's mostly where I'm at.
And you got a new project out. What's the name of it?
It's called Presentment Pieces, which presentment is another word for statement.
Gotcha.
So I feel like I got some statement pieces in there. Like it's for we gonna be outside, but we gonna be on our stuff while we outside. So
what's the inspiration behind that project?
I feel like girls need music to like get ready to or to go outside, and it don't have to be just Sexy Red type of music. Nothing against Sexy Red, but I know it is.
Because that's funny you didn't say Sexy Red and who you look up to.
I mean, she got some good songs, but like I just feel like becoming a young lady, that shouldn't be one of your inspirations. Nothing against the girls that do like Sexy Red, because each is own. But to me,
perspective.
My parents will knock my head off if I made music like that. So it's like I'm gonna
hands
talk my
on your knees.
It's like I'm gonna talk my junk. You gonna want to dance to it a little bit, but it ain't like nothing where you playing in front of somebody. And they're like, this is straight up raunchy. It's like, okay, she's got a little something together, you know. Yeah, and then especially it's Women's History Month, and I'm an ally for women's rights and women's stuff. So I'm glad that you wanted to come on, and I'll give you the platform to come on, and appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much, Zayla. It's Zayla Smith. We're gonna play her one of her songs, Susie, right here. It's What's Up with Shemai Cook.
You're listening to What's Hot on NCCU AudioNet.